Man, I haven't been back here in a while. Hey everybody, what's going on? So I'm back for another video for you guys today. Today I'm doing something not related to wrestling, of course, as you saw by the title. I'm going to be doing my MLB 2017 playoff predictions. Without a doubt, the MLB postseason is the best part of MLB. It is so exciting. October baseball, it is one of the best things ever. Just during October, late October, you see players putting everything out there on the line, trying to win the World Series pennant, of course. So it's just a great time to be an MLB fan. So today I'm going to be running through my predicted whole playoff schedule from the AL and NL wildcard games all the way to the World Series. So let me stop rambling and let's get right into it. So starting things off, we got on Tuesday tomorrow, as you guys are watching this, the AL wildcard game. We got the Minnesota Twins taking on the New York Yankees at New York. And I got the Minnesota Twins. I think that they're on a roll. I think that they just squeaked into the postseason, so I think that they're going to be on that kind of roll. I got this game going 4-3 in favor of the Minnesota Twins. Two clubs where they're more known for their pitching instead of hitting. Of course, you got Aaron Judge on that team. And I think that Minnesota is just going to roll on to the ALDS. I think that it's not going to stop here for Minnesota. And then moving on to the NL wildcard game, we got the Colorado Rockies at the Arizona Diamondbacks. This game will be taking place on Wednesday night. And I'm going to go with the fifth seed again. I'm going to go with the Colorado Rockies to defeat the Arizona Diamondbacks. I like both these teams. I think that both these teams had incredible seasons. They really came out of nowhere. They really proved that they're a team to be reckoned with. But like I said, I'm going to go with the Colorado Rockies. I think that they just have too much star power. Trevor Story, Nolan Arenado, of course. Their pitching staff isn't bad by any means, so I think that they have just the more complete team. The Arizona Diamondbacks, yeah, they have Paul Goldschmidt, but other than that, like, what really depth do they have? I don't really see them making a good long run into the postseason, so I'm going to go with the Colorado Rockies to defeat the Arizona Diamondbacks 7-5. Now, this is where things get interesting. We have the ALDS, the first of two ALDS series. We got the Cleveland Indians, the number one seed, taking on the Minnesota Twins. Of course, like I mentioned, that they would win. I have the Cleveland Indians going over in 4 games. I think that the Indians are just such high-powered everywhere you look. Hitting, fielding, pitching. Oh, it just doesn't get better than the Indians. So I'm going to go with the Indians in 4 games. I think that the Minnesota Twins will put up a fight. I think that they'll win 1 game, of course, stretching it out to 4 games. But I think that the Cleveland Indians just have way too much more experience and power and everything over the Twins. So I got to go with the Cleveland Indians to defeat the Minnesota Twins in the series. And then moving on to the second ALDS series, we got the Boston Red Sox, who are the number 3 seed, going up against the Houston Astros, who are the number 2 seed. The Houston Astros have been very, very quietly and sneaky good this year. They got a lot of star power as well on their team. I got the Houston Astros in 5 games because the Boston Red Sox, they have a very, very good team, very young and up-and-coming team. Their pitching staff's pretty solid. And then, of course, you have the dynamic trio with Jackie Bradley Jr., Mookie Betts, and Xander Bogaerts. They are very dangerous, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did win this series. But I'm going to give this edge to the Houston Astros. They just have so much talent not to move on. So I'm going to go with the Houston Astros, the number 2 seed, to defeat the Boston Red Sox, the number 3 seed, in 5 games. Now switching on over from the ALDS to the NLDS, we got the first of 2. We got the Los Angeles Dodgers, number 1 seed, taking on the Colorado Rockies, the number 5th seed. Of course, like I mentioned, that the Colorado Rockies would win. And if there's going to be one surprise this whole postseason, I have the Colorado Rockies, the number 5th seed, defeating the Los Angeles Dodgers in 5 games. Call me crazy, call me whatever you want, but I think that the Colorado Rockies, they are just going to be getting on that roll. They're just going to be getting onto that groove. Like I said, I do have them in 5 games. I think the Dodgers will put up a great fight. But, man, the Dodgers just always choke in the playoffs as well. So that's a big factor coming into it. The Dodgers, they have such a great team. They always have a great season, but they can never put it together in the postseason. And I don't think that that's going to stop this year. I think that the Colorado Rockies are going to move on to the NLCS in 5 games. Now moving on to the second series of the NLDS, we got the Chicago Cubs, the number 3 seed, taking on the Washington Nationals, the number 2 seed. I got the Chicago Cubs. I feel like they're getting on a groove very, very well. Of course, you have the two-headed monster with Chris Bryant and Anthony Rizzo, so who's going to be really stopping them? Even though the Washington Nationals pitching staff is very, very, very good, I just think that they're going to overpower the Washington Nationals. I think it'll be an okay series, but I have the Chicago Cubs winning in 3 series. I don't think the Nationals will get 1 win. Now moving on to the ALCS and the NLCS, we got the ALCS, the Cleveland Indians, the number 1 seed, going up against the Houston Astros, who will be the number 2 seed, of course. What an amazing, amazing series this will be if this pans out in real life. Man, this is just going to be one hell of a series. You got stars on each side of the field. Of course, Jose Altuve, like I mentioned. George Springer for the Astros. And then, of course, Francisco Lindor on the Cleveland Indians. Corey Kluber and that pitching staff. Oh, it's just going to be a fantastic series. Pitching and hitting-wise, fielding, of course. Oh, it's just going to be great. I think that the pitching staff of the Cleveland Indians will just get the better of the Houston Astros pitching staff. So I'm going to give this one to the Cleveland Indians in 7 games and one hell of a series. And now moving on to the NLCS, we got the Chicago Cubs, the number 3 seed, taking on the Colorado Rockies, the number 5 seed. Of course, the biggest surprise is going to be the Colorado Rockies, in my opinion at least. And the Colorado Rockies are not stopping here. They are defeating the Chicago Cubs in 6 games. I think that this team is way better than being a wild card playoff team. I think that they have every chance to beat the Chicago Cubs, and I'm predicting that. I have the Colorado Rockies to defeat the Chicago Cubs in a great series as well. And then the World Series. We got the Cleveland Indians returning to the World Series, the #1 seed, taking on the Colorado Rockies, the #5 seed. In my opinion, this would be an epic series to end out the whole 2017 MLB season. 2 up-and-coming young teams, of course, the Cleveland Indians being there last year, and the Colorado Rockies proving that they are a threat in the NL. But what it comes down to is the experience factor. I think that the experience factor will just come up to the Colorado Rockies. So I have the Cleveland Indians becoming your 2017 World Series champions. I know I sound like a broken record when saying this, but I think that the Indians are a more complete team than the Colorado Rockies at this point. Back-to-back World Series. I think that they're going to finally get this World Series win this year. They came up short last year, of course, against the Chicago Cubs, so I think that they have that bitter taste in their mouth. I got the Cleveland Indians to defeat the Colorado Rockies in 6 games to end a magnificent 2017 MLB season. Alrighty guys, so that's it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What do you guys think of my predictions for the MLB 2017 playoff? What are your predictions for the 2017 playoffs for MLB? Let me know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, remember, leave a like, comment down below, and always subscribe if you're new to the channel. Remember to follow me on all social media. The links will be down in the description box below. I might be tweeting about some of the games, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone. Peace!